Hello everybody, welcome to SportSource, your number one source for sports, and today we're going to be talking about Victor Oladipo and how he could win MVP next season. Now, I did a video similar to this last year with John Wall, and I don't actually think that Victor Oladipo will win the MVP this season, in the 2018-2019 season. I just think that, it's a bold prediction, and I like doing bold predictions, and I did a video like this last year, so it's just fun to make a video on... because Victor Oladipo, no one really thinks he's going to win MVP, but if you make some supporting arguments, then you can maybe make an argument that he could win MVP. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to persuade you, basically. So we'll start with reason number one why Victor Oladipo could win MVP. And that's his story. This was the same thing I said about John Wall last year. It's not based on the story. It can be nothing at all, but for a player to win MVP, there has to be some kind of storyline that season. They need to get a lot of media attention. And I think Victor Oladipo winning the MVP, that'd get some media attention because he was drafted number 2 overall by the Orlando Magic a couple of years ago. He was a decent starter there, went to OKC, had to play second fiddle to Russ. Didn't really go well, and he came to the Pacers and just absolutely dominated. So, that'd be a good story. He comes from... Russell Westbrook's sidekick in his MVP season, and he has seen Russell Westbrook win the MVP and how hard he's had to work, so maybe that attitude and mentality is rubbed off on Victor Oladipo. Now there's another thing, work ethic. I'm going to show you a text up on the screen now. It was Victor Oladipo to his trainer, and that was right after they got eliminated in 7 games by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the playoffs. Now that's the kind of work ethic and mentality and attitude that you want in an MVP player. He got beat by LeBron in 7, which was a hell of a series, and then he goes out there, texts his trainer, I want to take it to the next level. That's some motivational stuff. He was motivated. He's seen LeBron. He's like, okay, he's so great, and I want to be like him. So that was good. Another thing is leadership. The MVP award, you have to have a high seeding as well, and you have to lead your team. And Victor Oladipo has been a great leader for the Pacers. They added Tyreke Evans, so they're going to have Tyreke Evans next year, which I think that was a really underrated pickup. I don't really think anyone's talking about that, but I think that Tyreke Evans could do very good for this team. Him and Oladipo will work well together, and overall that Pacers team is just really good in my opinion. They could compete for the East is kind of weak, so I have the Celtics as the 1st seed, then maybe the Raptors, and then I have Pacers as maybe 3rd seed. I think they could sneak as the 3rd seed. Yes, there's the Sixers, and the Raptors are kind of a question mark, but I think that the Pacers could be anywhere from 2nd to 4th seed. There's the Sixers, the Pacers, and the Raptors, who are 2, 3, and 4, and I think that the Pacers will probably be the 3rd seed. And for a player to get MVP, traditionally you need to have a high seed, unlike Russell Westbrook's season, which, if you want to see a video on Russell Westbrook's season, because I do not think he deserved MVP that year, and he kind of ruined the NBA. If you want to see a video on that, just let me know. But back to Victor Oladipo, the competition for MVP. Now, he's not a superstar yet, but he has the mentality and he wants to become a superstar and take it to the next level, as I have previously stated. But is this a little bit too early for Victor Oladipo to win MVP? Let's just look at the competition. You got LeBron. Now, he's not going to carry too much of the workload. He's still going to be a candidate because it's LeBron. He's still the best player in the world for now. But the Lakers said that they're only going to play him 33, 34 minutes to get rid of the workload. I just can't see him as a top candidate. I don't think he'll win MVP. I think he'll be a candidate, but I don't think he'll win MVP. Then you look at a guy like Davis, who is one of my predictions for MVP. Is this team going to be a high enough seeding? In the West, you got the Warriors, the Rockets, the Jazz, the Lakers, all these great teams, but will the Pelicans... and will Davis lead his team far enough that he will win MVP? Not sure. You also got Kawhi to consider, Giannis, but we don't know how the Bucks are going to do. And we don't know how the Raptors are going to do with Kawhi. So, I think, and there's also James Harden, but I don't think he's winning back-to-back. But, there's lots of good competition for the MVP, but I think if Victor Oladipo really puts his mind to it, he can be up there with those, his name be up there someday. Last season, he got 23 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.4 steals, and a 47% from field goal. Now, that's a great stats. And if he wants to improve based on that, right there, those aren't MVP numbers. But if he wants to improve from that, I could legitimately see him getting around 25, 26 points a game, maybe even, I don't think 27. I could see him getting 26, 6, and 5 with still 2.4 steals. I think that those are good numbers, and I think that that could win you MVP. And just based on the competition, like, these are just predictions. We don't know how the season's going to go yet. I mean, just based on his accolades alone from 2017-18 season, they were impressive. He was the all-defensive first team, which is another argument on why he could win MVP. He's a great defensive player, great at steals. He actually led the league in steals last year. He was an all-star, third-team All-NBA, and he won Most Improved Player, which was well-deserved. And in the playoffs, you know, that's another thing. He almost beat LeBron in the playoffs in the first round. I mean, they were one game away, and then instead of getting all down, he wants to improve based on that. I think that the Pacers have the potential to go far this season. Meta World Peace just came out and said that he thinks the Knicks and the Pacers will make it to the conference finals. I don't think that the Knicks have a chance. Well, they do have a chance. I think that their team is very underrated, and they could slip into the playoffs. But I think that the Pacers have more of a chance to make it to the conference finals. They're just going to have to get past the Celtics. Celtics are a tough team to beat. I mean, they're one of the best teams, in my opinion. They're probably the second best team, probably in the league, I would consider. And you got the Raptors, but you don't know how they're going to do. You got the Sixers, who are still young. So, overall, the Pacers could make it far with the leadership of Victor Oladipo. So, those are the arguments I have to make. Again, this is a bold prediction. I don't entirely think that he's going to win MVP. It was just a fun video to make, and I hope you all enjoy. And if you did, subscribe to never miss a video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.